Put it down a little more. Yeah, there you go.
All right. What are these?
That's your volume.
That's volume. Gotcha. So that's volume, mute, share screen. We can share. Can you show comments? Does that work? Is that a thing now? No. Anyways, what? A couple of amateurs over here. Like, never done this before. Actually, it's been a really long time. One, since I've been live. Two, because I've done it on the YouTube platform for many years. We use the what do we use? StreamYard. So it was just a little different layout. I can't. I don't know. Is it working? This sucks. Sorry, guys.
That's life sometimes. Sometimes
Starlink's been working. That's what I've been uploading all our videos on, and now it's not working.
Yeah. So yay! Karen says, "Yay! I see you." Okay.
Holy vey.
We're
Sorry, guys. That's not
it's
what I wanted to do. And I even somewhat prepared, and my good. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback here that it is currently working. All right, so where are we at? Hi, Jen and Kyle's. Kyle started over yet. That's what we did. Spinning Wheel of Doom. Well, that was the shortest live stream we've ever done. Yeah, definitely up there, pretty good. Stacy Lowry says, I can see and hear you. Yay, it's working. All right, we're back in business. So yeah, guys, thanks for being here tonight.
Your food's in the oven.
Been wanting to do a live stream. Didn't know when I was gonna do it. Kind of could use a break. I was ready for a little filming day break, so I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't film yesterday, and that way I had the whole day to not film, and I'm filming today. Obviously, I've been filming away today. Me and Jen have been busy little bees today. So, how's your day been?
It's good. It's been a lot of working, which you'll find out in the video that you're making today of what's going on and what we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just I've been really tired. I had 3 straight days in the car, and so I've been kind of not feeling my best.
Yeah.
And then Eli got sick. I don't know if you saw, but Molly was sick. Eli was sick.
Yeah. The TT, they call it the TTO crud.
Yeah.
So they were pretty sick. Eli doesn't get sick very often. He wasn't feeling so good. Kimberly Loves Texas says it's the good old days of the Wi-Fi disruption. Yeah, it is. It's tricky here. It really is. And as the evening, it gets dark, more and more people are watching, TV, whatever it is they're doing. They're all, the activity picks up at night, so the Wi-Fi gets even worse. So, Davina said, hi, Jen and Kyle and everyone. Hope everyone had an awesome weekend. I don't really ever know the difference in the weekend and the week. I'm at that point in my life, which I'm okay with that. I don't really know what day of the week it is most of the time. I do, but it's weird because we kind of are the opposite. We do more of our things during the week, and then on the weekend we kind of stay put a little bit, where most folks head out on the weekend to do their stuff. Van Life Bayou says, hi, y'all.
Hey.
Karen Griswold says, hi, lovelies. Worth the wait. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you guys being patient and sticking around and letting us try to figure that out. Mercedes Suarez says, hello there. Well, hello. Boo Witch says, good to see you. Well, good to see you too. Deborah McDermott says, Frank says to tell you both. Oh, hello, Frank.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah, I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are staying warm up there. I know there has been some frigid weather. We're getting a little bit our way this week. We got 34, a low of 34 coming the end of next week. So got a little chilly weather coming to Central Florida.
It's a little brisk.
It is. All right, where are we at? Hello, everyone. Hope you are well. That's the Traveling with Combs. We got Karen Griswold, big fun day, big football Sunday. Yeah, I hear a lot of the playoffs are going on right now. Molly's not too enthusiastic since the Chiefs have not made it. The Bucks did not make it, so Ben's not really been following it. So they've
been quiet on the football front, and that has been a very nice change of pace,
which is rare. Usually, football is talked about a good deal in this bus.
I will take it.
Van life, do you think you get sick less often being in the bus? My van time, I never get sick because I don't see a lot of people. We don't get sick until we come to Florida.
Yeah,
that's the best, most what do we politically incorrect way for me to say it, but we do pretty good until, which we're the same way. We're not around a lot of people a lot of times. The kids don't go to regular school. We don't go to a 9 to 5. So I mean, yeah, I go to the grocery store and I'm around people with pickleball some, but for the most part, we spend a lot of time alone. So I mean, knock on wood,
Wood.
we don't seem to get sick a ton. Where we at? You flip the masters, the batteries don't drain. All right. What says you flip the master so the batteries don't drain? Yeah, I shut off the main battery, main up to the chassis batteries.
Theodore, boy. No.
It's something I've always done. I cannot believe I didn't do it that day. I'm not really sure what I was thinking that day.
Oh, well, we arrived and it was a lot, and we hadn't seen your parents in a year and a half, and you know,
it's kind of got to us there. But we're good to go now. She ran good all the way here. Dan said, I thought yesterday was Tuesday. Yeah, I'm with you there. I do that stuff all the time. Patricia says everything is perfect now. Good to hear that. Buwich says, Kyle, hope you are feeling better. Depression sucks, and those of us in New England get seasonal depression on top of it. Winter came early here. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. I'm doing okay. You know, I'm hanging in there. I mean, it's still there. It's still present. You know, I have to wait it out. I have to work through it and get through it. As you know, it's just a cycle I go through, and unfortunately, it's real. It's really sucks. But seasonal depression, I can only imagine how challenging that is. I think I would really struggle with that, because even toward the end of the beet harvest in Michigan, where we were getting all that cold weather, the gray skies, the snow, I was starting to I wasn't feeling great. So I can only imagine. Today we go says, glad to see you doing a live. Yeah, you know what? We're feeling a little nostalgic over here today. Deborah says, sorry, I forgot to see said, oh, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you and Frank as well. Boo, which said 34. Yeah, 34 would be a heat wave here. Yeah, now that is cold for Florida. I will tell you, Floridians are not happy when it gets that cold. They really don't know what to do. All right, what are we at? Wave, Dottie Biscotti says, Wave, it says, hi, I've got her watching here.
Oh, hey, man. How you doing? Staying out of trouble, I hope.
The Traveling Whitcomb says 21 and snowing here in Wisconsin. As Jen likes to say, I love that for you. I know. I love watching the snow from the inside of this bus. And then when I go outside, I hope that it's gone, because I don't like dealing with it. I really, really don't. Dan says, yeah, sports ball, way to make a basket goal.
That's about how I feel.
Patricia, Central Florida says it's going to be cold tonight in Central Florida, 45 degrees. Yeah, my dad was saying we got a couple cold fronts coming through. And I guess that is cold for Florida. I mean, that is a little chilly. Stacy says, stay well, Kyle and Jen. The sickness has been going around. Although I had it 2 weeks over Christmas. Yeah, I guess the funk is out. I heard the flu is really bad right now too. So yeah, everybody out there, make sure you're taking your vitamins, as they say. I'm, knock on wood, cannot believe I have not gotten it, because Molly had it for 2 or 3 days. Eli got over it yesterday. He had it for a couple days as well. Myself, Jen, had been up to this point, have been able to avoid it. So let's keep knocking on some hardwood.
Don't make the puppies bark.
No, is that what they barked at?
Yes.
Yeah, Kevin picked his head up, by the way. Yeah, he picked his head up. Jessica says, my favorite folks, hello from DeLonga, Georgia. Maybe this year y'all can come visit. I'm pretty sure I've been through DeLonga, Georgia once. DeLonga, Georgia once. I believe we discussed that and we looked it up, and I believe I have been there. Maybe. I don't know. As soon as we leave Florida, we're pretty much going to be pointed to the west. So, and I don't know when we're going to be back to this side of the Mason-Dixon line.
I don't know. We talked about maybe going to Tennessee for a little bit, but
possibly. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Once we get out of the March, I really don't know what. We don't have any solidified plans. All right, what do we got? Hey there, old Darren. What's up? What's going on, Darren? Good to see you. Good to see you on here. You've been around a long time. I appreciate it. All right, Bellamium. So I'm not going to even try the rest of it. So hello. So glad you're back. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Karen says, I get seasonal depression from October until April. Don't like the cold. Yeah, I can only imagine. I can imagine how difficult that is, because I mean, naturally you need the sun for vitamin D. You know, do you supplement with vitamin D or other supplements? Because I know my therapist has told me before, if there's times where I don't get to go out in the sun, I definitely need to be supplementing vitamin D and really staying up on that stuff. But yeah, I can only imagine how tough that really is.
It's got to be hard.
Yeah, I feel for those folks. Davina says, love the antique mall you guys went to. I saw the Beatles shirt. That was cool. Yeah, we were going to Lakeland. Jen had her appointment that day, and I was like, what's something I could film? And I was like, you know what? There was only one appropriate thing that I could think of, And Adam the Woo, has told a lot of people about that place. I would have never in a million years went there until I saw it on his videos, and then a lot of people's videos since then. But yeah, it's a really cool place. They really have some neat stuff, especially if you're into theme parks, Disney, the whole Disney vibe. They got you covered. They got some cool stuff.
It was a lot of fun. I mean, I enjoy those days with you. Like, even though it's hard to be in the car for me all day long, I enjoy getting out for the day date, doing those little pop-ins here and there, and
for sure. Jessica K says it's the Hallmark. Okay, yeah, I imagine it's. I'm pretty confident I've been there. Yeah, I bet it's beautiful. I bet it's really pretty. Darren says -9 overnight here. Wow, that's insane. I wouldn't.
No. I
wouldn't even be in a bus. Yeah, that would be dangerous. Okay, Grizzle, I'm sorry. The same. New Hampshire. Yeah, seasonal depression. I know pretty much anywhere north of Virginia. You guys are probably dealing with that a lot. So yeah, that's sorry to hear that for you guys. Jessica says the bus is looking so very good. The little thing makes a huge difference. Y'all are doing amazing. Yeah, thank you. And it really does. It's one of them things. You don't realize it because you get used to it. It's our environment. We're in it every day. I mean, I didn't even realize I didn't have a ceiling. I honestly realized at this point I didn't have lights, as we were talking before we got on. I had one light in this kitchen. Right now, there are currently 10 blasting on us right now. So it's a little different, but
so much gratitude, going with not having lights for a whole year just really makes you so grateful for when they get put in. Like, it was tough putting in the ceiling because you were in the midst of your depression, having a really hard time with it, and to be able to muster up that strength to be able to not only have physical carrying boards but mental, like measuring things. It was a rough go, and I'm proud that we did.
For sure. Where am I at? I do not like that they will not let me put that on.
Jessica said the bus is looking amazing. And then Karen said she's in Concord. Yeah. Howdy, neighbor.
And Danny said, why don't you finish the bathroom in the bus? Just get it done. Wouldn't it be nice if it was that simple to just get it done? I wish I could, Danny. I have tried. And unfortunately right now I can't. I can't do that much construction where we are in this campground. We'll get it done one of these days. It's functional. Everything works. Everything in there does what it's supposed to do.
It is, I think something that is hard to convey on videos is just how busy and packed our life kind of is. Because a lot of the campgrounds, like he said, that we are in, we can't work on the bus in here. And so while we were at Kyle's parents, we're trying to spend family time. We're trying to bust out as many projects as we can, the holidays. So it's just a good opportunity for us to practice patience. This fridge has the wrapper on it. I am not unwrapping it until the bus is 100% done.
For sure. Marley Wiles, depression is real right now for so many people. Our poor country is falling apart before our eyes with lots of people's livelihoods. Yeah, it really is. It's a lot going on out there right now for a lot of folks. And yeah, all we can do is, and that's why I'm making these videos. That's the plain truth of it. If I can bring a little joy, a little light in someone's life by seeing me have a good day or seeing me have an absolute crap day, I'm okay with that. I feel like I'm doing my part if I can pull that off. Dan said, I use those same curtain rails for my windshield and front window curtains. They've held up for 3 years now. Yeah, they're nice. That's a pretty cool system. The only thing my only complaint, which is nothing they can do. I mean, what are they going to do? Is how it had the cattywampusness of it. I believe if I were to do it again, I would probably stretch them out outside and put some type of tension on them and then let them sit in the sun. I believe they would have done okay. But no, they're working fine. I mean, no, they're really, I could see where I think it's a good product for sure.
Yeah, I'm on board with those. I mean, we'll see how long it lasts. But yours is 3 years and that's in a windshield.
Right.
So
right.
that's doing pretty good.
For sure. All right, and Storm said, "Hi, Jen and Kyle. Good to see y'all. Hope you're doing well. We are doing okay. We are hanging in there. I appreciate the comment. That -9 isn't warm for us in Canada. A few weeks ago, yeah, -42. Yeah, you guys, yeah, I'm good on that one. Yeah, I will. Well, I'm good with that one. Do the lights have a dimmer? No, which really we're okay with that. I might like to put one in the bedroom because that one
Yeah.
is like you're laying in bed watching TV and all of a sudden that thing gets flicked on you are seeing spots for a while after that. Like it is free. Theodore
Montgomery. Sir.
he is counter surfing right now, people.
Sir, come up here. That is just inappropriate. That is inappropriate.
Davina says we've had enough snow for snowmobiling. Told Rich to get our Polaris snowmobiles ready. He once I get my snowmobile, I can start riding. I bet that is something I want to do. I've never done that. I've ridden jet skis, side by sides, ATVs, go kart. I mean, I've ridden it all. Anything with a steering wheel for the most part, I've probably driven it. That's some capacity, but I've never driven a snowmobile. That is definitely on the list. I'm gonna have to dress in some serious layers, maybe some heated vests, some heated pants.
But you would have to go somewhere that snows
Like
in
the
order
UP.
to, yeah.
Or Wisconsin, yeah, any of those.
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. Yeah, but I would like to try it. As long as I can come back to a nice warm fire and potentially like a jacuzzi or something, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Gary says, good to see you two back on here. Love watching you. Hi from Louisville, Kentucky. Theodore. Cheap Shot said, my house was in the flood last April. A lot needs to be fixed. Even though we moved back in September, there's still a lot to finish, but it's livable. And that's it. You nailed it on that, one day at a time. You do what you can do. You do what you can afford. You do what time allows you, and you do what your mental state can allow you to get done. Because it's one thing to say just get it done, but it's actually another thing to actually do it. Because I don't want to rush it. I want it done right. I want it done the best that I can do. And if I go pushing through and I don't want to do it and I rush through it, I'm not going to be happy with the product. So it gets done when it gets done.
And I feel like we've gotten a lot done. I mean, when I was looking at videos, because I made a post about it being a year on December 28th. And I was just looking back and I'm like, wow, little by little, we did small things.
Yeah.
When we could to get it done. And like you said, I'm okay not rushing it because we lived with no lights.
Yeah. So. At this point, I feel like I'm in a new house. I mean, I feel like, oh my God, I have lights. I don't have a gray ceiling anymore. I think we're getting to the point, like Danny said, the bathroom still is probably the place that needs the most work still. A lot of finish work is coming up, and that is time consuming. It is to do it right, to make it look good, because I'm not a carpenter. I don't do this every day. So finish work is something for me. It's like that trim in the shower. If I was a finished carpenter, I would have done that easily with a razor blade, probably. I don't do that work every day. So it takes me longer. I make mistakes. So I'm not pushing it. It gets done when it gets done. All right, where are we at? Oh God, here we go. Karen, I'm in Concord too. Jen, we pronounce it Con-Kid. Or Concord. I've heard Concord. Okay, Concord.
Concord?
Okay.
Concord.
Okay. Today we go. Your videos truly are a light for us in these dark days. Well, I appreciate that, guys. Yeah,
yay.
I don't know. I want to say I've loved it. It's been great and it's been easy, but it has not been easy and it's been stressful. Honestly, I'm letting it stress me out. Because I want to succeed. I want to succeed at this. It's been a roller coaster, this whole YouTube. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
This whole YouTube thing for me and for us, just me, it's been a roller coaster over the years. I'm going on over 6 years doing this now, and have made a lot of great memories, a lot of friends, met a lot of wonderful people, and I've kind of, I just consistency has just been a struggle. It always has been, and depression. And if I didn't have depression and I didn't have certain circumstances, I would probably be, much further along in this whole thing. But I want to do it. I'm enjoying it. I want to show up for the people, and I want to do my best, and I want to do it full time. We'll see if it happens. I'm going to keep at it as long as I can. You know?
I'm really proud of you. Like, I think a routine is good for you. And I think, having those videos that that need to go out. And like someone commented, I read one of your comments and I thought it was just such a beautiful comment that they said you're building a relationship with
Yeah.
them. It's not just they're watching you, it's that they expect you to show up and do what you say you're going to do. And I just think it's so cool.
Yeah, I know how to get views on this platform. I know what it takes to do it. I want to do it my way. I want to do it the way I want to do it. I don't want to make clickbait. There's a lot of clickbait, and it's even in the RV world. You'll see these thumbnails. As for someone who's been living this for quite a while, instantly that this is a crock of crap. Like this is not. It's not that dramatic, people. I don't want to do. I don't want to say, what I said. It's the right way. I want to do it my way. I don't want to just make videos solely to get clicks, and I've done that for a long time. And it's hard always.
Let me find out if he's still
I because ultimately, you want people to watch your videos. That's why you make them. And YouTube doesn't always make that easy. Back in the day, 10 years ago, probably even less than that, vlogging, YouTube put more emphasis on vlogging. At this point in time, they just really don't. They're more interested in, it's all about the algorithm. It's all AI now. So you have computers deciding where these videos go. So it makes it challenging for the type of videos I make and a lot of other creators make too. So we're going to keep at it. We're going to keep showing up as much as I can. I believe this makes 2 weeks straight, which I'm counting this as a video because I'm leaving it up. But I will have another video up tomorrow. It is on the way. Davina says, love watching your videos every day. Thank you. I appreciate that. The Fryway says, Jen, hi, we're remodeling our kitchen in our RV, and the new fridge still has the wrapping on it too. You're not alone. Yeah, the kids have been wanting, especially Molly has been wanting to pull that off for some time now.
For a year, they've been wanting, and I'm like, listen, I want it to look so pretty when all the trim work is done, and we're like,
that reveal shot, that sweeping reveal shot, and you're just like,
yeah. And I'm gonna sit and stare at it for like 5 hours.
She will. You'd stare at the lights for a good bit.
I did. So I don't know if you do this. I think I made a post about it, but do you sit and stare at your project after you finish? Because what project was it? Oh, the curtains. I just stared at them because it was a lot of work to get those in, you know? So, yeah, I like to admire our work.
For sure. Davina says, you're always welcome to come here to our place in Snowville. Well, if I'm ever up in that end of the world this time of year, I'm going to take you up on that. I'm not scared of the snow. I'm really not. I don't even really hate it that much. In a bus, in an RV, it sucks. It just sucks. Like, I know people who will go to Colorado and they'll do a season in Colorado, but they skirt their RV. They have the water line. It's a lot of moving pieces in these things. And when you start talking about freezing temperature, it's challenging. And then on snow on top of it, ice, and it's just a whole nother layer of something I don't want to deal with. At this point, I'm good.
Yeah.
Been there, done it. Don't want to do it again. All right. What is it? Stacy says, I think the bus looks great, and you guys have worked so hard on it, coming together beautifully. So glad to see you guys. Thank you, Stacy. Yeah, it has been hard. I tell you, it's been harder to build this than it ever was to build the Eagle. And we built the whole thing in that. And this one has been way harder. I mean, not even close, for me, at least for me.
Well, I mean, so much of it is tied to how that made you feel. And, you paid full price and you don't get what you paid for. And it's just such a pain to work on that, to try and go over that and be like, oh, I paid for this as you're slapping grout on tile,
Yeah, it still sucks. It still gets me to this time.
Yeah.
All right. Chester's mom says, I love this channel. Thank you. Appreciate that. Shelly in Tampa says hello. Ms. I'm going to butcher that. But anyway, don't worry about the numbers. God's time is fine, and you are doing great always. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really, because here's what I do. I upload. I like to get them out midday, usually between 11 and 1. Wi-Fi is a big factor on that. Like if I had good
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, it's easy. It's because I mean I the day before. I usually get up at 6 or 6:30. I do my editing and I start uploading. So whenever it gets done at that point is when it goes up. So yeah, some days it's weird. It's all light coming at me as a bird like right by the, anyway. So when it's done, I upload it. So yeah, some days it takes hours for these things to upload. The internet here is dreadfully slow. It really is. Hey, New Horizons. What's going on, guys? I haven't seen you guys in a while. Last time I saw them, they were here 2 years ago. Remember, they were here.
I stopped and talked to them.
Oh, they're here. I've not seen them since we've been here. All right, what are we? LS Chess's mom. Numbers can grow without that clickbait stuff. The right community will gather. Hey, exactly. And that's what some of my favorite creators do. I reference Adam a lot because he made what he wanted to make, and there was no clickbait. His thumbnail was what he was doing, and his titles were what he did that in that video, and I respect that because understanding the minutia of YouTube, what they want you to do, and to see someone like him who had the success and didn't do it, I love that. Like, that is cool. And that's what I want. That's what I want to do. I don't want to deceive anyone. I don't want to cheat anyone. I don't want to sell people crap that they don't need. I want to make videos that I like to make and show up for people. And that's what I want to do. I mean, that's just it. It's simple. Sounds simple. I wish it was that simple, but we'll get there. We're going to get there. All right. Where are we at?
Aaron.
Enjoying the videos from you both. Keep them up. Yesterday with the RVs y'all had was awesome. Which one suited y'all at different time was amazing. That's a good point. It was, that first RV, I loved that RV. I regretted selling that one. It was the guy I bought it from took really good care of it. So when we bought it, it was 100% stock from the factory. For some reason, we thought we needed tile floors. I swear we tiled from the freaking steps to the back wall. Ceramic 12 by 12-inch tiles. Probably added 5,000 pounds on this RV. I don't know why we thought we needed to do that. So I actually paid someone to do it. The guy did a very decent job, and I still don't to this day don't know why we did that. Anyway, but that was a really, really nice RV. That was I did regret selling that out afterward because, once I got all the slides, I'm like, I didn't really need all these slides. And
now we live with no slides.
Yeah, now we have no slides. But yeah, it was good. There's been a lot of RVs over the years. The Airstream was a dream, a pipe dream. We never really, and then that's a story for another day. That one kind of was a similar situation to this bus, not as near as severe, but paid someone to build it, or because we were both working full time back then. There was no way, and I had no desire to do it. It didn't work out, and just had to go get it. And anyway, I ended up just selling it for what we could get for it. New Rise says, thank you for taking time to visit Jen the other day. You both truly make it in person feel like family and friends.
Oh, it was so good to talk to y'all. I'm glad that we saw you before you guys left.
Yeah. Shelly says, even a thorough cleaning job, yes, I stare. So much better than staring and procrastinating. Yeah, that's a point. Yeah, I mean, and you should appreciate your work because that's what's going to keep you to show. That's what's going to make you show up next time. Mm-hmm. You're like, you get that little dopamine hit. You get that little. That's great. That's good stuff. I mean, that's healthy dopamine. That's healthy stuff right there. I get done. I can't wait to get the tools put away and I use them and put them away. I just set them down. My better half puts them away for me, but I'm the opposite. I get away from it because when I'm done with it, I'm like done. And I'll come back and appreciate it. But when I'm done, I want to remove myself from it.
Okay.
You can see that from me right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Very much that way.
Oh, I will say when we got the new vacuum, you've kind of been obsessed with vacuuming the floors. So, I'll see you going through the bus and
I get a lot of see, now that's something, Shelly, I get a lot of satisfaction from is vacuuming because this thing is sandy. Like the dogs go out, you vacuum, they go out again, you got to vacuum again. It's just the way it is. It's been that way. We've had every kind of rug, every kind of doormat that's made, and it's just the way it is. So the vacuuming, you get that really quick, you see results really quick. So yeah, I do like that. You really like to get that dial.
Yeah, I like to make sure that it's
Patricia said, "Happy New
So
Year,
much better.
Bethunes. I hope it was a healthy, wealthy, and great year for you and your friends." Yeah, back at you. Absolutely. I hope you all have a wonderful year. Better than the one last year. Even if you had a good one last year, I hope this one is even better. That's for sure. Beach, please. So nice to see you, both of you. Adam is dearly missed, and I'm so glad your daily vlogs from. He really is. I cannot believe I've never I met him one time. And honestly, I didn't watch all of his videos. I don't watch a lot of TV, but he's a guy I always kept up with. But he had this ability to make you feel like a friend, whether you met him 100 times or you've never met him before. He had that ability to do that, and he had this ability to just make you feel good. And he was good. He was one of a kind. And me and Jen, I've talked about it a lot. I was like, I wonder if he knew how much he was loved. And I don't think he did. I don't think there's any way he could have imagined what's been. I mean, anybody that's kind of fed out of the womb for years on Facebook, like it's everywhere. He had such an impact on this world, and I can only hope to have a fraction of that, and that would be cool. Renee man says, "Hey y'all, so glad I caught the live. Hope everyone is doing well and happy New Year." Yeah, back at you. Melissa says, "Hey Kyle and Jen, great to see you. Although it's 11:36 in the UK, I should be going to bed." Yeah, I don't blame you. I would be pretty far asleep at that point. We go to bed really early.
We do, but we like to be in bed at like 7:30, but we're watching TV because that's the first time that we actually slow down for the day. Because normally during the week, I mean, we've got homeschool, we've got things going on, we've got vlogs and this and that. And so at the end of the night, that's when our resting time is.
I was always told growing up, when you get older, you won't be able to sleep and you'll get up early. Because when up till probably the last couple years even, I like to sleep. I like to stay up late and I like to sleep in. Nowadays, I like to go to bed early and I like to get up early. I really do. I enjoy that time in the morning when it's so still and it's quiet. I can make coffee, and I think that's a big thing for me. I enjoy coffee so much. I can sit on the couch. Usually Kevin lays on me and I can just do my thing and it's really quiet. So I've really grown to enjoy that. Resting Witch Face. I like that name. That's funny. I just found you guys earlier this year and I've enjoyed following you on your journey. I took a peek at some of your earlier videos and I love seeing how much you have grown and evolved. Well, thank you. That means a lot. That really does. And thank you for being here. I appreciate we both appreciate it. Davina says, "Kyle, sometime can you do a video of the Riverview, Florida, as I'm sure missed that area." Yeah, I don't know if I'll make it over there. It's close. I got close a week or two ago.
You went to the Box of Cubans?
Yeah. Gosh, that place is good. Davina, if you ever go back and you want a Cuban sandwich, that place is unbelievably good.
I even had a bite.
Yeah, it is incredible. Beach Please says, Jen, can you do a video of a close-up and telling what stones all your jewelry is? I'm obsessed and always try to find pieces like you have, but can't seem to find anything close. That's a great video idea.
Yeah, that's a really great video idea. Thank you. I made you that because I'm trying to do one a week. I got a lot going on. And so maybe in this coming weeks at the end of it, when I put my clothes on, I'll go through and show each of my.
Maybe you should just make that a practice. Is either when you're showing your outfit, it's like, this is the video. Yeah. Because I don't know, and I've been around her a long time, and I know some of them, but most of them I have no idea.
They change a lot though, like depending on where we travel. Like this one came from Michigan, and like some I'll wear for a while, and then put them back in their cabinet for 6-8 months, and then they'll come back out.
Or I'll wake up laying on one.
He does. Sometimes he wakes up on my rocks in bed.
Somebody said, "Did you sleep on a pile of rocks last night?" Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
Now that you mention it.
Karen Griswold said, "Instant gratification." Yes,
yes.
That's the thing about I do good with that kind of cleaning because I want to see results quick. I'm a very results driven guy. That's why I like vacuum. I can see a mess. I can click that sucker on, and within seconds, that mess is gone. So instant gratification. I like that. In Huff says, "So good to hear and talk to you about your bus life. I envy you guys. Enjoy every moment." I think something I want to do more of this year is enjoy, my life because I get to live a cool life. I do. and I am grateful. I don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful for it, but I do find myself so much just rushing constantly. Just got to do this, got to get this done, got to do this, got to do this, and I rarely take the time to sit back and be like, yeah, this is pretty cool. Embracing, I do embrace a lot, but I definitely can improve on that for sure.
You're much better than you used to be. Like when we first got together and we would like get out to go to a store, this guy is already out halfway walking up to the store by the time I'm like just opening the door. That being said, I like to take my time getting out of the car. I am a intentional with my time kind of person, but you've really slowed down over the years, and like now you don't just rush into a store, right? And if I want to go somewhere and you'll stay in the car and
Oh, there was a time I'd be in the store before she'd get out of the car.
yeah.
Like I think I think it's an anxiety thing. I think it's just I gotta go. Yeah, I've improved. Definitely a lot of room for improvement there though. Still, New Horizon says we have been through so many different RVs. Also, the brand new ones are so poorly built. We back to older RV and paint it and fix it to feel more like home.
Yeah.
I agree. If I were to get an older RV, it would be, or an RV, it would be an older one. I mean, absolutely. Probably 2008, honestly. Definitely pre DEF. I don't feel like dealing with DEF. Even like the old fifth wheels, like the Carriage. There was a company called Carriage that used to build them. They built a solid fifth wheel.
Yeah.
Even Newmar used to build fifth wheels. Holiday Rambler. A lot of those companies built some really high quality stuff. And it's just like everything else, and anymore, it's built for profit. How much more? How much money? How much if they take off $2 a sheet of material and they use 20,000 sheets a year. That's money in their pocket. I know that's how they look at it. That's how the corporate business structure works in this country, unfortunately. Yeah. And the consumer kind of is left with what's left. And unfortunately, it sucks. Anyways, though, I will be at the Tampa RV show. I'm going to go Wednesday. So if you are going to Tampa RV show and you see me and you want to say hi, please do. Please stop me and say hi. Don't know exactly what time I'm going to be there yet. I'm buying my ticket. I'm not getting a free ticket like a lot of the other RVers. That's great. I'm just going to go walk around and see what's interesting, see what's new, see if anything catches my eye, and I'm going to film a vlog there. So if you are there and you do plan on going, I do plan to be there Wednesday for 2 or 3 hours. And if you feel so inclined and you do see me, stop and say hi. I'd love to meet you.
I might be going. It just depends. I've been in a car for 3 days straight, and I'm not going to be able to go anywhere Monday or Tuesday to like save up enough energy, because that's traveling on I-4.
Straight down I-4.
Yeah.
The entire time. But I've been going to that show well before I could even drive a car. So it's kind of nostalgic for me. And it is cool to see some of the new stuff, because it's, can we close the curtain? So it's early in the year. A lot of the new stuff has come out, So yeah, I do want to go. We used to go a lot, but one time, I think a couple hours, I kind of can see what I need to see. I can mosey on. Karen said, I feel that way about your vlogs, both you and Jen.
Well, thank you, Karen.
I appreciate your kindness. That means a lot. Shelly says, you also very good as a creator. I can see great progress. I'm trying. I try to. I watch every video. Obviously, I watch every video. I kind of have to. And I try to improve. I try to, and I'm just so unnatural to me. That's the thing about all of this. It's so unnatural. I asked Jen pre-YouTube, you had to almost fight me to get me to take a picture.
Yeah.
Like if she told me she had booked a photo session, I would get pissed.
You would be so mad.
And I would make the session miserable. I hated it. And I am a huge introvert. And I don't really talk a lot. I'm not like you're in the bus with me. I don't really talk much. Me and Jen used to be she used to talk a lot more than she does now. I'm a very quiet person. I really don't talk a lot. So I'll say all that to say, for me to jabber on camera every day is so far outside of really who I used to be.
Yeah.
So but in saying that, Molly pulled up the other day the family challenge. Some of you may remember a couple of years ago, we did the Pigeon Forge family challenge, which is kind of like a little game show they put together. But some of the crap I had to do on there's no way I would have done that if pre-YouTube. I mean, not for probably $1 million. I wouldn't have done. There's no way I would have danced on a stage in front of all these people, and then knowing it was going to go on. Heck
Yeah.
no. And I did, yeah, but I did it. Oh, goodness gracious. I do not like this platform. Susan K says, hello, Kyle and Jen, and greetings from Central Florida. What is your favorite part of full-time RV? You first.
Oh,
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
I love that my backyard changes all the time because it's hard for me to travel in the car a lot. And so we get to be in just different locations and I get to see the country that way, and it's pretty cool.
I just love to travel. I love to be wherever I'm. I want to be wherever I'm not. I've always been that way. That's who I am. That will never change. You know, when I'm able to, I'm going to travel the world, and I will do it extensively, God willing. Yeah, I mean that is my goal, my dream, and that's one of my goals for this channel. Is I want to be able to travel the world and take that camera with me and turn over every stone I can find. You know, so I just love to travel. I don't really know what else I would do. I don't really know anything else I would want to do. I just love to travel for sure. What's next mod to the bus? Oh yeah, she needs some loud. We have air horns, I believe. Yeah, we have air horns. I don't know how loud they are. No, I've only used them like twice. Davina says, you guys and Adam the Woo were the first two I subscribed to on YouTube back when you and Jen started out. Oh, wow, that's cool. Oh, that's a cool honor. I'll take that one.
That is awesome. I love it. Thank you,
appreciate
Davina.
that. Dang it, missed so much. We'll have to rewatch the live stream. I stepped out of the room and watched Adam Woo's later. Yeah, I heard his dad put out a video. I didn't even know his dad had a channel. I did not even know that. And his dad put out a video. It's getting like tens of thousands. It's like over 150,000 views already.
Good.
So, yeah, just such a wild time. Yeah, I'm glad I got to meet him at least once. That was, I'm grateful for that. Callie, how was your? So thankful for your daily vlogs. Thank you. Did you sell Bodhi? We did. We sold it last April. Yeah, to a wonderful couple. Honestly, it worked out so well. Yeah, they bought it, and they actually had the same van, but it was much older. So they bought it and took our interior out and then put their interior in because they love their van so much, but the motor died and it was just going to cost. It was just worn out, you know. But they love their interior, so they bought it and they did that. And they're musicians, so they tour in it. They travel in the summer, you know, kind of in the west all the way up to Washington. It's just wonderful folks. If you're interested in looking them up, it's Fort Vine, FORT. Put it right here. If you want to look at it on Instagram, they're just wonderful people. Not bad musicians either. They're really, really talented. And I'm glad it went to them. Really, really cool people. If anybody for me a musician, like that's just speaking to me. So yeah, I was super happy about that. Yeah, I answered that. Are you going to the RV show? Yes, I do plan to be there on Wednesday. So if you are there and you find me, definitely let me know. Or stop and say hello. How's it going, you two? Van Cool Adventures. We're okay. We are hanging in there.
Yeah.
Cindy says hi from Canada. Nice to see you too. Good to see you too, Cindy. Thanks for being here. Batty says hi, Jen and Kyle. Are you coming back to Ohio? I live in Catawba Island, but missed you while you were put in Bay. Would love to meet up if you plan another trip up this way. I'm sure we will at some point. You know, we're just there. We didn't really do anything. But yeah, we just came down that way. I don't know. You know, I got the email a week or so ago. Am I going to do the beet harvest again next year from the Michigan sugar people? I don't know. And I didn't even answer them yet. I don't know. If I have to, I will. Do I want to? Not so much. But if I have to, I will be up in that part of the world again. We're just going to have to see. You know, a lot of it's going to depend on what happens when we leave here, Florida in March, and just kind of have to see the way things go. There's a lot of up in the air with us, and just gonna have to see the way things work out. Sean B says hi, Kyle, Jen and Kyle. Good to see you. Hope you both are doing well. Happy New Year. Yeah, back at you. Happy New Year to you. Good to see you. Traveling Whitcomb says we need to go to one of those larger RV shows soon. Starting to look for our first rig. Want to see what's out there. Yeah, they're great for that. Honestly, yeah, that is the main reason. I don't even really suggest buying one there. I mean, if you do, whatever, it's your business. But yeah, go and just spend the day walking through all of them because they will have thousands of them, Tampa's the big one. Hershey, Pennsylvania is another big one. The one in Courtside wasn't very big, honestly. There weren't a ton of RVs there. I mean,
No, it wasn't
if that's what you got, I mean, but I know there are some large ones, but those are the two big ones that I know. Is Hershey, I believe, is end of summer typically, like September-ish, I want to say, and then the Tampa one's always, early to mid-January. Where are we at? Davina says, love our 97 Allegro. It's old, but it's nice because we got it from my brother and sister-in-law that lives in the Mojave Deserts. Too bad. It's too bad we can keep the generator going. Yeah, the old ones are great. I mean, especially those old Tiffins like that. Yeah, those things were built very well. Back when Bob Tiffin ran it and owned it, I mean, he put out a good product. I read where he would answer personally a lot of complaints, and that's cool. Like that's when you got a product someone stands behind. So that's really cool. Kathy says, loving the blonde hair. Yeah, I like the blonde hair.
Thank you. Yeah, I dyed it not too far back. I'll take a day and dye it and then go back there with my thinning shears and whack at it. And that's what I get.
Callium says, amen. That's great about Bodie. Yeah, it was good to see it go to a good home. It took us 2 years to sell that van.
It was waiting for them.
And they didn't even know it yet.
Yeah.
Wow, dreaming out loud. RV. Hey guys, sorry we are late.
Better late than never.
So let's back up about 5.5 years ago. I think we did our first live stream. I'm pretty sure you guys were the only ones on there.
And your mom or Granny
maybe my
something.
Parents are on there, but Dreaming Out Loud RV is
Paul and Megan. They're just amazing.
Been around a long time.
We love them.
I haven't seen them in a while. It's been a couple of years since we've seen you guys. I hope you are well, and thanks for being here as always, guys. We appreciate that. Shelly says, I watched Adam's dad. Sweet, so sad for his loss. He is a pastor. Yeah, him and his dad, him and his family seem so close, and man, that's just, my heart just goes out to them. They just seem like such wonderful people, and they supported him so well, and that's cool. That's cool to see, Dreaming Out Loud, Chico, it's me. Oh, Chico. Blind in one eye, but he's still kicking.
Yeah.
All right. RV Family Life says RV show is mid-September in Tampa. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you can make it to one of those two, if you want to see what's out there, I mean, if it's not there, they probably don't make it. I think that's one of those situations you can say that. I mean, they've got everything you can ever imagine there. All right. Shelly says, have you ever been to Salt Shack in Tampa? There's one in Claremont, Salt Shack on the Lake. I have not. I have to look that up. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that place.
Dreaming Out Loud. True, we were the only ones. Yeah, that is a true friend right there. That is some true friends that show up and are there. No, I've been around the block. Yeah, I was gonna mention you, Dare. I think didn't you find us from Scott? I feel like you came from Scott. I could be wrong.
Or Eric.
I want to say it's Scott, though, because I know Darren watches Scott. Either way, yeah, you've been around a long time, and you're another one that we are glad to call our friends. You've been around a really long time. Tagaviga says, hey, Paul and Megan. Angry Bird says, hello. Shelly says, I love this Sunday live. I see a bunch of oldies, but yeah, me too. It's good to see you guys. We were pretty religious about it for a long time.
Once a week, every Sunday. Like, we only missed probably 2.
Yeah, it was.
There was one time at the Salmon River. We took the Wi-Fi box down to
we were dedicated.
Some pizza place because there was no service anywhere. Like it.
We did stuff like that more than one. Like we would go out. Yeah, we went to, because we were in the Salmon River, so we were about 20 miles outside of Stanley, Idaho, which is an incredible place, by the way. Definitely want to get back there. And I mean, no service. I mean, Starlink wasn't really an option back then. So yeah, we had like a little AT&T little hotspot. So we drove the 20 miles to Stanley. And we found this little city park. When I say city park, it's like probably a bench and a playground. I mean, Stanley's a tiny little bitty town. And we did our live stream there because the tower, the lone tower in the whole area was like, rocks thrown a distance away. So yeah, we've done some stuff to get on these live streams over the years.
Well, yeah, looking back over the years, we've done a lot of stuff and been to so many places.
than around the block. Cotton Candy says, "Be sure y'all to hit that thumbs up for Amazing Family." Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Valerie.
Yeah, Darren found you through the BGM, aka Scott. I believe we were at Scott's February of
2021.
2021. So that's
Yeah.
when it was, Darren. 21 February of 21. Yep. Chester's mom, 2020 for me, loving all the channel. Oh yeah, you guys, some of you have been around a long time. Deborah, 21. Yeah.
It's an evolution, you know. You find out what you like, what you don't like, because we didn't know what we didn't know when we started out, and we learned about brand deals and we learned about, you know, vlogging, and it's just been such a beautiful ride to where we are now. Like with me, I'm really enjoying making my once a week, put on my makeup and we get dressed videos and we talk about stuff. And I'm making them because I enjoy them.
Right.
You know, we found success in doing it the way the algorithm wants you to. And it just didn't feel aligned to us.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah, it's I started I never watched YouTube as a source of entertainment till about 2015 or 16. And my brother's like, we were together, so we kind of connected, and he said, "Oh yeah," I was like, "What the heck are you watching?" And I'm pretty sure it was Eric. I'm pretty sure that was the first RV YouTuber I watched. Nomadic Fanatic Eric, you know, like that. And I was hooked ever since then, pretty much. Like I didn't know I was going to do YouTube at that point, but I was like, I know I want to live on an RV. Like at some point in my life, I want to do. I didn't know it'd be 4 years, 5 years later, but that was a big pivotal moment for me in my life. Salmon River. Oh, Deborah said 2021. Yeah, long time. Salmon River. No, Ian, that was actually in Twin Lakes, Colorado. There's a reservoir there, and we were staying on this little.
I love that you remembered that.
It's like a little river. I don't know. It was a river. It's like a river.
Yeah.
And it kind of dumped into this reservoir, and a lot. It was a boondocking spot.
Yeah.
I noticed I talk with my hands a lot. And yeah, it was. I guess a lot of people would camp there and fish there, and yeah, he sure did. We recently brought that up. He was asking us about that.
He wasn't feeling good. He was in a lot of pain, and he was like, "Is it gonna hurt like my fish hook?" And I was like, "No."
For sure. All right, where are we at? Kyle, remember the jump into the river you made after getting somebody likes on one video? That was
all Jed.
Oh
he knew.
God.
The reason why Jed said that is because he knew that you were at the likes and that you would have to jump in.
Yeah, because something about it wasn't in real time or something. Yeah. That was straight snow melt. That water, that was probably the coldest water I've ever been in my life. It was beautiful. And that was a beautiful spot. We really wanted to get up there this past summer. We just didn't make it. But yeah, that was a cool spot. Karen says, Gabby brought us together, been a faithful follower ever since. Yeah, that was another big time in our lives.
Yeah.
Sure.
Valerie found us through Gabby too.
Red, White, and Bethune from the first video. Wow. I reckon some of these names I've been seeing for a lot of years.
Yeah.
A long time.
You know, at this point, we are friends. You know, like we know so much about y'all and you know so much about us. And it's just, there have been days where I will screenshot some of your sweet comments and pull them out when I'm just having a rough day in general. It doesn't have to be a rough day on YouTube, but truly it's been beautiful and wonderful to grow down the road with you.
Oh, for sure. Kelliam says, are you planning on spending time at your New Mexico land? So beautiful there. Yeah, we want to spend as much as we can. You know, that's kind of, you know, I applied for a job in California for the summer. Haven't heard anything back yet. I heard something from her early on. I haven't heard anything back yet. So I don't know. You know, it depends on, you know, income. It depends on, there's a lot of factors. We will be there. Whether that's a week or 5 months, I have no idea at this point. I would love to spend a good chunk of the summer there, but we're just going to have to see how things go.
Love it there.
It's a great place in the summer. And you're still so close to a lot. I mean, you're right there to Colorado. Arizona's right here. I mean, there's a lot to do within a day's drive. So, yeah, I would love to be able to stay up there for sure. Wanderers Vendella says, next time you're going through Atlanta, go on the Buford Highway for the international food. I promise y'all will find phenomenal choices every vlog gives. It makes me so ingrained. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for that tip. Atlanta's a cool town. Atlanta is there's a lot to do there. It's kind of just for some reason, I mean, not for some reason, I grew up in the South. So I grew up in Florida. So Atlanta was just kind of one of those towns we always just went through. But I've spent probably a week total in Atlanta my entire life. I went to a Braves game there when I was a kid because that was before the Tampa or before Florida had a team. Atlanta was the closest baseball team. I grew up a huge baseball person, so I got to go to a game there. Me and you went there. Well, we stayed at Stone Mountain Park a couple times.
Brought the kids.
Right, and explored Atlanta, did the
Yeah.
Coke Museum. So it is a neat town. It's definitely, there's a lot to do there for sure. Cotton Candy said, I love cooking videos too. Oh,
I love
Jen.
you, Valerie.
All right. Sherry says, I've been around since Gabby. I don't comment much, but watch all the videos. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Thank you. Shambi says, 2021 for me since Gabby. Darren says, oh, have you guys talked to Jed and Sandy lately? I actually butt dialed Jed the other day. And I did it really quick. I got off really quick. I was like, crap, because I don't know where they are. I literally don't know where in the world they are. And if I figured if they were anywhere other than here, it was probably late because it was a little later in the day. And Jed texted me like, is everything okay? I was like, oh no, we're good. But yeah, we miss. They're good friends.
We love
their
them
life.
so
They're
much.
friends that I've had moments with them that I'll never. I'll always have those memories. But they're great friends, and I'm so thrilled for them that they're getting to live their dream.
Oh, absolutely.
And their passion of traveling the world. Like that's my goal. And I hope to get to connect with them over there one day. That's my goal. Once to, even just when I'm able to, whenever that is, we have the dog still, and that's a big factor. That's the biggest factor, honestly. And that time will come, in the future, and I plan to get over there and as much as I possibly can, for sure. Puda Poda says, this is Elizabeth G. Hi, Jen and Kyle. Hope your Sunday is good. How is your Sunday going? We're doing okay. How about you, Elizabeth?
Hey, Liz.
Ms. and Famous, it's gonna be so cool one day when you guys are older and the kids are grown and have all these memories and travel. It is. Even now, to go back and watch a video from 5 or 6 years ago is so wild. Like, we all look so different. We are act and just think.
We sound different.
Yeah, I recommend anyone do it. I was talking to someone about this the other day. Is film yourself. Even just film yourself for a full week. You don't have to upload it on YouTube. It changes your perspective on yourself so much. Like the way you talk, your body language, your movements, your
facial expressions when someone says something, like
your verbiage, your everything. It's so crazy. Like I've learned a lot about talking to people from YouTube because I've seen like, oh, I like that. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, I like that. And I know you're the same.
Oh yeah, like I'm a better mom, I'm a better partner, I'm a better person because I film myself. If I wouldn't have seen myself and then have to edit and you're like, oh, that's how I sound, I didn't mean it that, like, I wanted my intention to match the outward action,
Puda Poda said, is this going to be alive every Sunday? No. I'm not going to commit to that right now. Right now, it's just me grinding these daily vlogs. It's taken a lot for me to do that. I do want to do them. I have no idea when or how often, but I definitely want to do them because I love catching up with some of you guys. I'm not good with comments. I suck at comments. It is a tricky thing. It's surprisingly tricky. I have a lot of respect for people who get to every single comment, every single video, especially ones that get thousands of views on their videos. That's a lot of comments. I do want to do something with them, and I plan to. So it's just cool to kind of get in here with you guys and get to just actually talk to you and see you. All right, love you, Jen. RV. Look at RV Steve now. That's an OG right there.
RV Steve. It's Uncle TT.
We are having a good night at TTO. Internet is a bit on the fritz, but we're doing our best over here. Liz Bogan says, hi, Jen and Kyle. You are awesome, so kind and down to earth. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is a great compliment.
We try to be.
I try my best. Davina says, love Stone Mountain Park, especially the laser show. It's really cool. It's a cool campground. I do enjoy that campground, and the laser show is really neat. Yeah, we took the kids a couple times when they were really small. We haven't been in many years, but yeah, that's a cool place. All right, where are we at? Aaron says, started watching y'all back in 21 or 22. Came across your video Jen did for another creator. It was a double decker bus and thought y'all were so cool. Watched ever since. Oh wow, yeah,
Aww.
that video. That was a cool video. Yeah, that's I enjoy doing those bus tours. That especially that one. And we made a friend. I mean, me and Dane are still friends to this day. You know,
Yeah.
the guy, the family, and all. They came off the road a couple of years ago, about a year or so ago, and they settled back in Utah. I think they do still have the bus though. So
Yeah, they do.
that's a really cool bus. You always heard people say, "Oh, how cool would it be to build a double decker?" They actually went out and did it. So
Yeah.
that's really cool. Sassy said, "I need to make you some new earrings. Tired of looking at the same old ones for months."
Well, I mean, how do I want to answer this? You know, I used to have a plethora of so many different things. Like when we lived in a house, I had over 100 pairs of shoes. I had countless accessories, countless earrings. And so I'm kind of at the point in my life where I'm just savoring what I have. And so I have about 3 pairs that I rotate. But yeah, I savor what I have until it's time to get something
You love those.
new. Oh, I love these. I love these. They're my medicine wings. I love them. So it just depends on the day, and I like to enjoy things now and soak in them a bit.
It's good. Sounds good to me. Davina said, "Hi, Eli." Today we go said RV Steve. Karen said, "Hi, Eli." Well, thanks for the vlogging since December. Yeah, thank you. I'm trying. I am trying. Darren said, "I missed the weekly lives, but I understand you guys not doing that right now." And hi, Steve. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot because we're still trying to figure out a lot of things, and it's just a lot.
I do. I enjoy the lives. I enjoy hanging out and being on the live. And
I didn't know she was going to join me tonight. So when I made it, I was just going to put a thumbnail of something with me in the bus or whatever. And it's like, since you're not doing the live, can you make dinner? And she's like, "Oh, I can go on the live." I was like, "Okay." So old time 6 over here. Puda Poda says, "Thanks for sharing the older video of your kids, especially Molly when she was younger. She's a cutie patootie."
oh, that was such a cute. I'm so glad I found that the other day. He was like, "I need you to find me some content with the old RVs in it." And I found, and just hearing their little voices.
They were so sweet back then. Oh, they were so sweet.
Yeah.
I love them still, but they're not that sweet anymore. Been around since Red, White, and Bethune.
Yeah, you have, Christy.
Deborah says, Frank loves those earrings. He mentioned them after you stopped. That's funny.
Oh, yeah. I love them. I like to really use the things I buy, because there was a point in life where I did not use the things I bought. They just sat in my closet brand new with tags on them. And so, yeah, I'm not going to stop being me.
Where are we at? I've done a daily vlog before, made it almost to 6 months without missing a day. My kids asked me a month ago, "Why don't you do daily vlogs anymore?" It's a lot, David. And I know you work a full-time job. I mean, that's a huge undertaking. I'm 2 weeks in and I'm like, whoa. Yeah, it's I think, I don't know that it gets easier. I mean, I'm sure you probably could answer that, but I think for me, I'm a very much, I got to get into a groove. If I can get into a groove and I can get into a routine, I can hang, and that's what I'm trying to do. It's been tricky. It's been,
it's over the holidays.
It's the holidays. We've got other things going on. Man, my hair looks a mess. So yeah, we're fine. I'm looking for that groove. Well, between Adam the Woo passing and you starting today, I'm feeling the itch. I would like to start the daily vlog again. Yeah, why not? You don't have to set. I tried not to set a ton of expectations around it. It's hard not to focus on the views. It's hard not to focus on the results, because that's all any guru or an expert tells you to do is, you got to get these views. If you're not getting the views, you got to change this and you got to change that. And that's what we've always done. We've changed stuff so many times. If we would have just stuck with what we were doing 5 years ago, who knows where we would be at this point. I mean, obviously we weren't meant to go there, or we would have, but point being, I think you got to do what you love, because I think that's what Adam did. Adam did. He did what he loved, and I respected him so much. I think a month or so ago, he went to a Vans Warped Tour concert and
We
got
were
in the
so funny.
mosh pit and just filmed the whole thing so beautifully. And it was just so neat to watch the pure joy on its face. And that's what I want to get to, and that's what I'm going to strive to do. I love the earrings, and your style don't change. Does Molly have any aspirations to be a vlogger? I miss Molly Cam.
I know. I miss Molly Kim too. She used to have so much fun. She's actually been editing videos on CapCut, and she's made $40 so far. She edits the videos, and you get views, and then people can like use your video for themselves. So
she's very talented. Molly is a very natural. She comes very natural to her, but we don't push them. You know, we want them to do what they want to do. You know, and that's what she likes doing. That's fine. You know. And that's how we are with the kids. We get asked quite a bit, you know, about the kids, and Ben does not want to be on the camera. I mean, no more. I mean, he will do it. He will very begrudgingly.
Yeah.
Eli's kind of indifferent. Like it depends on his mood and the setting. Molly doesn't really care. Like if we need to film something, she's usually game for it, and we don't pressure them. You know, this is not their decision. I mean, they didn't choose this. I'm not going to make them do something that I want them that I want to do. They gotta want to do it. I'm enjoying the daily vlog. Well, thank you. I go click on it like it's going to show up.
Yeah, I know.
Got a couple more guys, and I got to grab some dinner. We've been on about an hour and 15 minutes. We get through what's here now, and then I'm going to call it a night. Are you guys finally done with the bus, or do you still have stuff to do on it? We're getting there. We are, I would say we're 90% done with it, maybe a little more. I don't know. A lot of finished work to do. Will it ever be done? Who knows? I don't know that the Eagle is ever actually finished. You know, there's always something you want to do, and you get everything done, and then you end up wanting to change it. Who knows? Who knows? You know.
Yeah.
Love your earrings, Jen. Then they go well with your blonde hair.
Thank you, Davina.
Jen, are you working now? Is why we don't get your sweet videos.
Yeah, I started a school community, so it's 2-part. There's a paid version, which really dives in on emotional alchemy, and then there's a free community that's inside there. So I've been spending a lot of my time building that. And so I also homeschool Eli, and then, you know, all the things that come in during a day. I am usually from sun up to sundown.
It's unbelievable how quick your day gets full. I don't ever remember that before. Like now, within the last couple of years, it seems like, and we get up. We don't lay around. Like we're up and going by 7 a.m.
Yeah. And
we rarely stop until after dark. And it just seems like it's just never enough time, you know. And it's, you know, and that's part of the vlog. Something I've been struggling with the vlog. You know, it's like I'm trying to fit it in. I try not to wait till the end of the day to film the video. So I try to gather a plan up in my coffee morning. You know, some days I knew I was going to Lakeland the other day. Like I know I'm going to the RV show this week. So some things I have planned out a little bit ahead of time. Some things I shoot on the fly. So it just varies. But Dan, we're having teriyaki chicken and white rice. But appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. It means a lot, you know, and I'm glad we did it. You know, this is replacing this Sunday video with this vlog, or not this vlog. We're gonna call it a vlog stream.
A vlog stream. I like it. No, I'm really proud of you. You're doing it every day, and you have so many friends on here
for sure.
that love you so very much. And like, just imagine a year from now, every single day you're doing this vlog. A year from now, I will be a constantly gray. Like this will all be gray. But look at how far you're gonna grow. Like I'm excited for you. Thanks for being here, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, right here. We're ready. We're ready to go. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Bye. And have a great week. And we'll see you tomorrow. We love you. And the puppies thought we were leaving. They did.